Luke Riker? You're bringing the most dangerous maniac in the country here?
The feds monitored a distress signal from Riker's prison bunker. Evidently, it got hit by a little earthquake that hit the desert this morning.
Earthquake?
It hardly registered in the city, but it looks as if the epicenter was right underneath the bunker.
The doctor who monitors the life support systems was near the site. He's on scene with a couple of armed guards to get the cryo unit ready for transport.
Response team from the U.S. Marshal's office. While they check the damage, Riker's cryogenic pod has to be moved to a secure location in a hurry.
So they volunteered us.
They want a low profile on this thing. If word gets out that security's been compromised, they're afraid some of Riker's fanatical followers will bust him out.
And since officially we don't exist, who would be more low profile than us? Frankie, what's your ETA?
About a couple of light years behind you. You guys think you could slow down?
How do they expect us to babysit a madman without a real lockdown?
Relax, he's an ice cube.
I believe the correct term is cryogenically neutralized. Riker was one of the first guinea pigs when the government started this experiment 5 years ago.
That's right. I remember hearing they were going to expand the program to include more prisoners, especially on death row.
Yeah, well, with the uproar over capital punishment, I don't think it's such a bad compromise.
Yeah, well, I guess it'll make the prisons easier to maintain.
And anyone with extra freezer space can keep a convict or two with their TV dinners.
Hey, you know, I don't think we should be making wisecracks when we pick this thing up.
What, are you afraid of offending him?
Hey, let me tell you something. That psycho and his so-called Lords of the New Order blew up more places and killed more people than any cult or militia group in history. When it comes to Luke Riker, you bet I'm afraid.
It prowls the streets in the pursuit of justice. Its origins are secret. Its technology, 21st century. Its existence, officially disavowed. But its presence, undeniable. The perfect weapon for an imperfect future. Viper.
Where's this freezer anyway?
It's underground. There are about a half a dozen of these cryo bunkers in secret locations around the country. Exclusive accommodations for our most dangerous criminals. I remember after Riker was sentenced, every prison they put him in, he incited riots, and any inmates who crossed him, he personally butchered.
Agent Thomas Cole, this is Detective Cameron Westlake.
Marshal Joyce Tan, U.S. Special Operations Group. Where's your transport team?
Forgive our driver, he's a little slow.
There he is.
Sorry I'm late. Frankie Waters. That's your service, Marshal.
Just the three of you? I requested an armored escort.
That'd be me. A little more versatile than we look.
Marshal Tan, the bunker's open.
Dr. Crowley, I'm Marshal Tan.
I'm Dr. Mitchell Crowley. There's 2 men still down there. They're gonna need your help.
The technicians who came with you?
Yeah, there was an aftershock in the vault while I was preparing the cryo unit. Part of the ceiling caved in on them.
Are they still alive?
I don't know. I couldn't get to them to find out.
Myers, go!
Sergeant, make sure the cryo unit is secure.
Get Riker out of here. We'll maintain radio contact to keep apprised of your progress.
Marshal Tan, I'm at the control console.
Looks like someone's already started shutdown procedures on this computer.
Stop the program. We need to recover any data still logged on.
Roger that.
Dr. Crowley? I have a word with you. Just how critical is the situation down there?
Self-destruct mode. That's impossible.
Clear the air! Come on, let's go! Get out! Get out! Come on!
Frankie, have you heard from Marshal Tan?
No, not yet.
We haven't been able to contact her. Either the radio's down or something's wrong.
Frankie, take your cargo back to the complex. We're gonna go back.
Oh, wait a minute, guys. You're not gonna leave me alone with this thing?
Come on, you're almost home. Allie can protect you.
Great. Like I said,
I'm a dead man.
Marshal Tan. Marshal Tan.
She's alive.
I'll go get the first aid kit.
Try not to move.
What about Dr. Crowley and my team? If they get out. Frankie?
You know, riding alone with this sociopathic icicle can do unusual things to a nervous stomach.
Yeah, great, Frankie. Move that thing out of there, will you?
Move that thing out of there. What do I look like? The Acme Moving Company? And don't strain yourself helping me, okay?
So how long do we have to keep it here?
2 or 3 days until they set up another bunker for him. Hey, you know, when we loaded this thing, it was making like a really weird noise.
A noise?
Yeah, you know, kind of a... kind of sound. Is that bad?
It's not responding. Let's move this thing to the workstation now.
Okay, all right. Does that mean he's not responding like he's not alive anymore?
Yes, he could be dying in there.
Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing, is it? Hey, it's not our fault if the machine conks out. I say we leave it turned off. Unless that noise means something else.
Like he's regaining consciousness?
No, not that. I mean, it was hardly noticeable. You know, maybe it's recycling itself, you know, like a refrigerator. It kicks on, it kicks off, it kicks on, it kicks off.
No, it's shut down.
He's not waking up, is he?
Not if I can help it. Let's connect the cryo chamber into our systems. If we can reroute power through the main terminal, maybe I can boot it back up.
Boot it back up? How? What does that mean?
It means you're gonna help me rig these adapters so that the chamber is compatible to my system. Don't worry, it's gonna work, Frankie. Hey, give me a hand.
Well, why do I feel like we're in a bad Boris Karloff movie?
Do you want this monster to wake up?
Look, as far as I'm concerned, Frosty the Snowman can sit in there until he gets freezer burned. What do I do with this?
Get it down to the ground.
Mr. Jenkins asked you out. I knew it. The way he looks at you, always sitting in your section. And I've seen how you look at him.
You don't think he's too old for me?
Honey, I say go for it. He may not be pretty, but his money makes up for it.
Can I use your phone?
Mi casa es su casa. Sorry I'm running so late here.
Yeah, it's Kat. What? I don't believe it. Yeah, I heard you. I will. I will.
Hon, what's wrong? You look like you just saw a ghost.
You'll have to go by yourself, Rose. I'm not going into work today.
What? Well, what do you want me to tell Ernie? You know how mad he gets.
Tell him, I quit.
Cat!
I hope you know what you're doing.
Frankie, grab the shielded cable and plug it into the chamber.
Well, why didn't you say that in the first place?
Okay, now what do you think happened?
I don't know. Maybe the controls were jarred during transit.
Hey, not by me, okay? I drove this thing over with bedroom slippers on.
Hey, by chance, do you think Riker's life support system's cut off too?
Well, it says here that fail-safe components are set up to prevent overexposure, asphyxiation, and cardiovascular trauma. So if we get it going, Riker should be okay.
Great.
It's working.
How you doing, sleepy boy? Hey, you know, nobody's seen Riker since they froze him and shoved him in that bunker. You know how much money we could make if we got some pictures and sold them to the tabloids?
Okay, you go get the camera, and I'll open it up for you.
Yeah, but... I'm kidding. I was kidding. It's just a joke.
I know. Look, let's take turns watching the monitors, okay? I don't mind taking the night shift if I can crash right now.
Yeah, go ahead. Take as long as you want. Besides, I want to review these Riker files that Special Ops downloaded to us.
U.S. Department of Justice file number 66897V-33, Luke Riker. After the devastation of countless lives and millions of dollars worth of property, Luke Riker's reign of terror has finally come to an end. Though many of Riker's Lords of the New Order were killed in a showdown with police and federal investigators at his compound in the mountains, Riker and key members of his gang were captured alive.
Trying to give me a heart attack or what?
Frankie, I'm sorry. I just wanted to know if you were ready for me to take over now.
What is that? The monitors say everything's normal. Everything is normal, right?
Wait a minute. Normal? Frankie, that means conditions in the pod are approaching normal body temperature.
Wait a minute. You mean Riker is waking up?
Can't tell. The gauges monitoring his vital signs stopped working when the unit shut down. Great. Now nothing's working, including his life support systems. For all we know, Riker could be dying in there.
Well, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, considering the alternative. Hey, you said there's some kind of fail-safe device in that thing that would keep him alive.
I know, but it didn't kick in, but maybe I can fix it from here. Strike that option. Look, there's a break in the door seal from inside the unit. Pressurized liquid nitrogen isn't holding.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? I said we get the hell out of here and we worry about Cryo Boy later.
Wait a minute. I can fix it, okay? It's just, I can't tell where the break is unless I open up the chamber.
Wait a minute. No. You are not going to open that thing up.
Look, just watch the monitors, and when the readings come up, do exactly what I say.
This is nuts.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cameron? Tom? Please tell me you guys are okay out there.
We're fine. There was an explosion in the bunker, and it looks like everyone was killed but Marshal Tan.
It gets worse, Cam. The body in the cryo chamber was dead at least an hour or more before it got here.
Riker's dead?
I don't think it's him. It's a murder victim. Strangled and mutilated. His right hand was cut off.
The hand?
I notified the marshal's office. Frankie took the body in for an autopsy and an ID.
Marshal, how did Dr. Crowley and the guards get access in and out of the bunker?
Palm print laser scan. There's no way Riker could have gotten out.
Unless they used someone else's hand.
Oh my God. The cryo chamber must have shut down during the earthquake. Riker was out before Crowley and the guards even got here.
What do you think caused the explosion?
My deputy reported a security breach right before the blast, which means that Riker probably got into the computer and set the bunker's self-destruct program.
He does like to blow things up. Marshal, where's the vehicle your men came in?
He's out there.
You know, there's a madman on the loose who wants to end the world as we know it. How can you sit there so calmly?
I'm not just sitting here, Frankie. Since we don't have any recent photos of Riker, I'm putting in some old pictures to age, alter, and combine and give us a mock-up of what he might look like now.
It's Crowley.
No, that's Luke Riker. The real Dr. Crowley is a dead man in the cryo chamber.
You drinking alone?
No, I'm drinking with my two invisible friends here, Harvey and Mike. The three of us are having a real good time.
Well, my name's Bob. You mind if I buy you a drink?
Well, Bob, I'll think about it after I finish the one I'm working on.
Police have warned that the fugitive is armed and extremely dangerous. A spokesperson from the U.S. Marshal's Office issued a statement speculating that yesterday's South Desert
Look, all I know is that he promised to kill me as soon as he got out. I think it's just best if I just disappear for a little while. Yeah, Mom, I gotta go. Just go back to sleep. Yeah, I love you too.
One of the first prisoners chosen for experimental cryogenic confinement nearly 5 years ago.
Hey, Phelps, you weren't thinking about leaving town, were you?
You're in my arms, I'm holding you tight. That's
What if I said yes?
I'd take it anyway.
You always take what you want.
Always. Leave the lady alone. Did you hear something? I want to step aside, ma'am.
You might want to mind your own business, Bob.
Heroes.
Dead heroes.
That's the transport that disappeared from the bunker.
So Riker must have another vehicle.
Yeah, we're running the victim's registration with the DMV to see if we can get a lead on what he might be driving now. That's one of the victims. There were 9 people shot total. They're all dead. Well, we found the murder weapon. Riker just left it.
Let me have a look at that.
You okay?
My job, Agent Cole. I see murder victims every day. They're not suffering anymore. Why should I?
Well, Riker's not just another killer to you, is he?
To the victims' families and friends, there's no such thing as just another killer. Their lives are destroyed, but most of them have to go on living.
Don't keep blaming yourself.
I blame Luke Riker. But if I'd done my job right, he wouldn't be out there now.
Allie, I'm downloading an ultraviolet on a piece of evidence.
They're not Riker's prints. They belong to Catherine Morrison, a.k.a. Cat Mason, Katrina Montgomery, and at least a dozen other aliases. She's suspected in 3 different states of marrying wealthy old men and then killing them off for their insurance.
Black Widow. Charming.
Exactly. You know, Morrison met Riker when she was a 15-year-old runaway. When he was busted, everyone assumed she was just another one of his underage girlfriends.
Based on what she did in the bar, I'd say it's a pretty serious relationship.
Police have gotten a number of calls about a missing person, Alvin Phelps.
Phelps. That was that guy in the Lords of the New Order that ratted Riker's location to the FBI and then turned state's evidence against him.
Right, he got a reduced sentence for the deal. He served a year, got married, got a job, tried to live a decent life.
How long's he been missing?
Since Riker's escape. His family says when he found out, he decided to go into hiding and promised to contact them. Nobody's heard from him.
So how do we figure Riker's next move before more people get killed?
Well, you can't use logic, that's for sure. I mean, this guy's revolutionary manifesto, this thing is a seriously deranged bill of goods.
Well, it made sense to his followers. Are there any of his Lords of the New Order still around that we can talk to?
You know, I know one that'll talk to anybody who'll listen. Yancey Lofton. He used to be Riker's man. He's in a hospital outside town.
Sick or injured?
Not that kind of hospital.
A thunderous rending of the earth. That's how Luke said he would mark his second coming.
That's what he said every time before he blew up another public building.
And we were defending ourselves against an evil, corrupt government.
Bombs were going off in schools and airports, murdering innocent men, women, and children.
It's our call to anarchy. We have to eliminate the institutions oppressing our people in order to start the revolution.
Yeah. You're Lords of the New whatever. Why don't you tell us something we don't know?
And I'll get my TV privileges back.
That was the deal, Lofton.
Yancey, if I wanted to join the Lords of the New Order, what would I have to do?
You? You could, go out to the farm, talk to Dak and Moke.
The farm? Where's that?
I never seen her. Dex's wife might know. She lives there.
If I became a follower, could I help choose the targets?
Oh, no. No. Only Luke did that. Only Luke did that from the list.
You mean there's a list of targets?
If I write the list down for you, can I get my TV back now?
Not bad, Moke. Not bad.
I've seen better.
Oh, we were waiting for you, Luke. We knew you'd come.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, God. It's destiny, boys. The earth just opened up and spewed me out.
Now we've got work to do. Oh, guess who we got with us?
Why, Alvin Phelps as I live and breathe.
I told you we'd see you again.
Hey, Moke, you learning how to talk yet?
It's the day you always talked about, ain't it, Luke? The day we begin our final war.
This is it, Dex. It's time to fight. You've been getting ready?
We're ready.
So this paper you got from Yancey Lofton, what are all these crazy scribblings and drawings in the margins? I mean, is this guy insane or what?
Certifiable. So what about Riker's list of bombing targets?
Here you go. All 278 of them, analyzed alphabetically, numerically, and geographically, and compared in a dozen different ways to places he's already hit.
And you can't find any kind of pattern?
They're all public buildings, a lot of state and government offices, but even that's not a consistent detail.
Anywhere in the location of the farm Lofton told us about?
Marshal Tan's office is working on the research. Moke and Dex, former members of Riker's inner circle, William Moke and Dexter Jessup, both wanted for parole violations and classified as fugitives at large.
Oh, Alvin, lighten up.
Morning, Alvin. You sleep well?
Why don't you just kill me and get it over with?
Oh, no, that'd be too easy. I mean, you deserve more attention. And how could you do that? I mean, you knew the truth, and still you became one of them.
I was a stupid kid who finally realized how much of a lunatic you really are.
You know, I actually feel really, really sorry for you. I mean, don't you realize why they tried to kill my spirit? I mean, don't you realize why they tried to put me in cold storage?
They were afraid of you?
No, because I am stronger than they are. Their prisons are where they lock away my people. People with courage to disobey their orders.
You can stop the sermon. I've heard it 1,000,000 times. I don't believe it anymore.
I do. Because we wouldn't play the game the law is trying right now to take away this land we're standing on. The only home Marie and the kids ever had.
Now, if you hadn't betrayed us, Alvin, we might have already won the war.
Hello?
Marshal Tan here.
Go ahead, Marshal. You're on speaker.
We got a tip about a small farm off Highway 10 in
Foreclosure? The owner's a woman reported to be Dexter Jessup's common-law wife.
How far away?
I'm already en route.
From Metro, it's at least a 20-minute drive.
Not for us.
All right, take Phelps and go ahead, and we'll meet you at the first drop-off point.
If something goes wrong, you know what to do.
And remember, nothing can stop us. Because when you're not afraid of death, you're more powerful than they are. Go.
Marshal Tan, what's your position?
5 minutes away. Westlake, once we're on the scene, I'll need you and your partner to let me handle the situation.
What if we get there first? Riker, keep your hands where we can see him.
Step away, Riker! Hands up!
Hey, wait. Before you guys start barking orders, I think you should know what you're dealing with. Oh, honey, show him how we fixed up the truck. You know, it's amazing what you can find in the country. Nitrogen-based fertilizers, some fuel oil, and a nice primer cap, and I can make this place look like a ghetto in hell.
Nice, huh? We got another one just like it.
Yeah, with your friend Alvin Phelps right in the middle of the fireworks.
Blow that truck, you're dead too.
Hey, I've been dead. You know, they freeze your body, but your brain keeps working and working. You know, you can't imagine some of the thoughts that go through your head when you're buried alive.
We don't have to understand you, Riker. We just have to stop you.
Yeah, well, you're welcome to try, but you gotta know there's gonna be consequences for all of us. Now, you follow me, and before I detonate this truck, I'll radio my men to do the same to theirs, regardless of where they are. School, hospital, church. We don't care.
We're ready to die for what we believe in. Are you?
Let's go, honey.
I want long-range reconnaissance on this immediately. We'll track them from the air. The rest of you, let's tear this place apart.
All right, gentlemen, please start.
Cole, what are you doing? You can't shoot him.
Making sure Riker stays in touch.
What's that gonna do?
It fires a mini tracking device. Let's go.
What does he want? I mean, does Riker really believe if he raises enough hell, people will rise up and follow him?
He's a megalomaniac, but there has to be something we're not seeing.
Cole, slow down. Pull over. You stop the truck.
He's parked. I say we move in.
If Riker sees us, he's gonna trigger it. He wants to be a martyr.
Look, it hasn't moved. I'm telling you, he set the timer and took off.
If you're right, I don't know if we're gonna have time to get the bomb squad there to defuse it. They're half a block away. Turn here.
Here?
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh no, it's in front of the school. Cole?
Bomb squad's on the way.
This place will be a crater by the time they get here.
This is a police emergency. We need you to clear this area as quickly as possible. There is a bomb in this truck. Stay up and move out.
Get out of here now.
Evacuate the building to the rear.
Move, get away from that truck. Let's go.
Move along, sir. You are.
Getting a negative reading.
What?
There's no explosives here. It's a decoy.
Riker was bluffing about this one, but I bet you the other vehicle that he told us about's packed with the real explosives.
I think we can count on that.
Marshal Dan, call coming in for you.
Sergeant, secure the perimeter. Keep the evacuation moving.
You got it. Get these kids out of here.
Tan here.
Riker's on the line.
It's Riker. Patch it through.
I will fulfill my destiny to mark my second coming. And today, I will punish the most preeminent offenders of the New Order. And you know what? There's nothing you can do about it.
Did you get that, guys?
Too fast to get a trace.
The most preeminent offenders. This wacko's telling us who he's gonna hit.
I've got a team analyzing that New Order manifesto and his previous bomb locations.
We did that. This is much more personal. This guy's after revenge. The first thing he did when he got out is go after Phelps.
Well, who else would he want to get even with? There's the cops who busted him. Who was the judge at Riker's trial?
Samuel Walgren. He retired last year and became senior advisor to the mayor.
Wasn't Jacob Hoskins the prosecuting attorney at Riker's trial?
Mayor Hoskins.
He blows up City Hall. He gets both of them at the same time. Let's go, boys.
Said the Honorable Mayor is in a meeting with his advisors.
All right, you guys keep an eye out. Oh, I'd love to drive right into that room just to see the look on their faces when they know they're gonna die. I'd love that.
I'm not ready to lose you yet, okay? So let's just set the timer and go.
Alvin, you're gonna be a part of history. You should be savoring these last moments. I am.
What the hell is that? Allie, can you make the static pulse work like a taser?
Yeah, I can adjust the frequency, but I don't know if it'll work.
Set up the payload for a 4-way sequence.
You're on. No guarantees.
Story of my life.
Cole, he's getting up. What now? doing?
He's going kamikaze. He's gonna crash into City Hall.
Cole, see if you can shoot on his tires. All right, thanks a lot. Bye. That was the marshal's office. It seems they can't declare Riker legally dead until they find a body. That is, if there's a body left to identify.
Great. I can hear the rumors starting now. Riker's alive.
Riker's alive?